Hello everyone, this is Prashant Viswanathan. In this video, we'll see how to estimate the potential of a transpiration using the temperature data. So these are the some of the available methods to estimate the potential of a transpiration. If you want to see in details, you can go through this paper. If you see the number of parameters or the input needed for most of the methods uh, is the temperature. In the last column in the parameters, you can see all these methods. These are the radiation based methods, so all these methods need the temperature data, and based on the complexity, some of the methods need some extra data. Coming to the focus of this video, that is estimating the potential of transpiration using only temperature data. So one of the famous method available is the Hargreaves and Samani method. So the equation to estimate the PET is 0.0023 into RA. So RA is the mean extraterrestrial radiation in mm per day, temperature maximum, temperature minimum, and temperature mean. So if if we know the temperature maximum, temperature minimum, and the latitude, so latitude is needed to get the R value, that is the mean extraterrestrial radiation. So if someone knows the temperature maximum, temperature minimum, and latitude of that location, so one can estimate the potential of a transpiration for that location for that particular day. Coming to coming to the extraterrestrial radiation, so here is the equation. So to estimate the RE, we need latitude, that is in radian. uh, the delta is the solar declination, so which is given as using the equation where it needed the Julian day. So Julian day is give the January 1st as a day 1 and increase accordingly. So the last day of that year will be 365th. If it is a leap year, then that will be 366. So overall, if you know the latitude of that location and the temperature data, that is what is the minimum temperature for that day and the maximum temperature for that day, one can estimate the potential of transpiration for that location for that day. So coming to the implementation part, so we'll see how to implement this equation in MATLAB. So go to the MATLAB and go to the folder where you have saved all the required data. So I have saved all the data here in this folder. So I'll copy this link, Control C, and I'll paste in this link here, Control V. You can see there are different files in this current folder. One is called as hargreaves.m, another is pt underscore hargreaves, then readme text. So it's about how to use this code and what are the available files in this folder. Then one more is the solar radiation and temperature.mat. So the basic so the hargreaves.m and the solar radiation are these are the functions, and I'm calling this function in pt underscore hargreaves. So I'll open this file pt underscore hargreaves. Okay. For the demonstration purpose, I have downloaded the data for whole India for the year of 2017 from the IMD website, and I have saved that data in mat file, that is temperature.mat, you can see here. So now I'm going to load this data. Okay, select lines 7 to 9 and right click evaluate selection. So this will load the data for whole India for year 2017. So it's loading. So coming to the variables available in this temperature.mat, you can see the date, lat, long, tmax, tmax underscore day, tmin, and tmin underscore day. So we'll see tmax underscore day. I'll open this variable. So its size is 365 cross 1, means the there are 365 matrices, and you can see each matrix has a size of 121 cross 121. The first matrix is the temperature. It is the maximum temperature for day 1, this is day 2, this is day 3, this is day 4. And if we open the date variable, you can find what is the date for that corresponding matrix. So if I say I want the temperature maximum data for uh, Feb 1st, so yeah, Feb 1st, so I will go to the corresponding row number, that is 32 here. So if I double click, it will open. So this is the matrix of size 121 cross 121. So the NAND means the value is not available. So if you see, this is the matrix, and India's shape is not matrix. That's why where the India the boundary is not available, it is showing as a NAND value. So if you go here, so these pixels have some values. So for this pixel, the temperature is 11.08 degrees Celsius. So if I want to know the location of this pixel, so I can go and check in this lat and long. So I'm opening the lat and opening the long. So I want the location of this pixel, that is 5 cross 5th row 40th column. So lat is 5th, means that is 36.25, and long is a column is 40. So I'll go in a long, yeah, 40. So this pixel has a lat of 36.5 and long of 77.25. You can see the size of lat and long is 121 cross 1 and 121 1 cross 121. That's why uh, the the temperature has a matrix size of 121 cross 121. Similarly, you can see the temperature minimum. So this is the temperature minimum data for whole India. It's like similar to the temperature maximum. But in this case, what I am going to do, okay, before that we'll plot this data. We'll see how it looks like. Suppose if I want to plot the temperature minimum, that is temperature minimum for day 2, that means for a day of January 2. So select from line number 12 to 19, evaluate selection. So this will plot the temperature minimum data for whole India considering all the pixels for January 2nd. It should not take this much time. Why it's taking this much time? Yeah, so you can see here the yeah, this is the India, and here is the color bar showing the minimum temperature for all the pixels. So this white portion, it is having the NaN value, whatever I was showing in the that matrices. So outside the India, so these pixels have the NaN values, means the value is not available. Okay, so you can select any day. If you want for particular day, you just replace this value. So I'm taking as a second day, so you can select any day. So but here what I'm going to do, I want the PET value along the time series, means for a particular pixel I want the PET. So I will arrange the data accordingly. So what, instead of arranging according to the days, I will arrange according to the time. So if you see the Tmax variable, if I open, basically it's a three-dimensional matrix, you can say, but I have arranged it in a 2D way to understand. So it's loading. So if you see, the size is 121 cross 121, means this is the first pixel, this is the second pixel, and for the you can determine the lat and long for this particular pixel from this lat and long. and if you open, last time we selected 5 and 40 somewhere here. Yeah, so this is pixel. So this is one pixel. So I want to see what is the temperature maximum for all 365 days. So if I open, so this is the temperature for 365 days. So this is day 1, day 2, the day 3, day 4, day 5. So similarly you can select any pixels, and you can view the all 365 days temperature data. So if you plot this one, so here I'm sorry, so here I'm selecting the 51 cross 51 pixel means like uh, what is the variable? Yeah, t minimum. Instead of t, I will select t minimum. It's still loading. 50. Yeah, 50. Okay, this is the pixel. For that pixel, for this pixel, I want to plot for all 365 days. So select, and yeah, let's selection. It's taking too much time. Yeah, this parallel pool is working. I'll stop this, then it will be fast. Yeah, so here you can see the x-axis is the Julian day, so starting from 0 to 365, and this is the temperature minimum. Okay, similarly for Tmax you can plot for 51 cross 51 51. Sorry, I think this is 51 51. Yeah, 51 51, this pixel. So you can select any pixel. So first value is the number of the row number, and the second value is column number. Yeah, it's still loading. So if you want the what is the lat and long of that this particular pixel, that is row number 51 and column number 51, so you just go here, so select from this lat, just select what is the value for 51 row, and from the long what is the value of 51 column. So it will give the location for that lat and long. So here you can see the temperature maximum data. So here you can see the clear pattern in the January. So this is the winter season, so the temperature is low. In the summer it's increasing, and again it's decreasing in the rainy season and followed by the winter season. So this is the temperature data for one pixel, that is 51 cross, the row number is 51, and column number is 51. So what I'm going to do now, as you see uh, in the formula, this needs a Julian day, so I will create a Julian day. So this is the code from line number 34 to 42 to create a Julian day. So this is adding the fourth column in the date as a Julian day. So uh, it's showing busy, you can see here busy, and here also it's showing pause. That means it's running. Here, I don't know why my PC is slow. It should not take this much time. It should, yeah, it came. So if you open this date variable, you can see the last fourth column is added here. So after January 31st, so the next day it is assigning as a 32. So the last day will be 365. It's not, it's a little bit slow actually, that's why it's not showing now. I will run it. Yeah, now it's coming. So the last day is the fourth column is the Julian day, so 365 you can see here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to run the code for each pixel, means like I'll estimate the PET for each pixel. That's why I'm taking the two loops. First loop, that is for I is equal to 1 to size of T max, that means it will select the row number, and for j is equal to 1 to 1 to size of T max comma 2 means it will select the column. So what will you do, what it will do basically, I have this T max, so it will run the code for this pixel, then it will select this uh, second pixel, third pixel, fourth pixel. So basically is loop to run the code for all the pixels, all 360, all 121 cross 121 pixel. So if you see this pixel, first pixel, it's outside the India and it is having all values as a nan. So this pixel doesn't have any temperature value, so we can see all nan values. So I'm going to skip that pixel, so I'll show where I have skipped that pixel. So giving the input to this equation, in giving the input to this Hargreaves function, first is the year, so I'm selecting the year from this date, so basically 2017. Then so this year is to decide it's a Julian day or not. It's like 360. If you see the terrestrial radiation formula, in that we need in the one in formula it is divided by 365. If it is Julian year, we should change to the 366. That's why. So Julian day is the, I'm selecting the last column, that is the fourth column from the date. Latitude I'm selecting from the lat. Then temperature max is the from T max. Temperature mean is from T mean, and I'm calculating the T average. So these are the local variables: year, Julian day, latitude, T max, T mean, T average. So I'm giving this local variable in this, in here basic equation Hargreaves. So as I mentioned, some of the pixels having the nan values, so I have written this loop. If there is nan value, it will skip that one. So the basic equation is the line number 53, or main equation, sorry. So in that I am giving, so I'm calling this equation Hargreaves. You can see this function here. If I double click, so this is the basic function Hargreaves. So its input are T average, T max, T mean, latitude, Julian day and year. And in that I need a solar radiation. So where is the solar radiation? Yeah, SO. So I have written for SO also. So this is the solar radiation. Yeah, here is the solar radiation. So I call this solar radiation function inside the Hargreaves function, and I am calling the finally Hargreaves function here. Sorry. So PET for that pixel I comma j is the Hargreaves T average, then give the T max, then T mean, then latitude, Julian day and year. If if that pixel has a nan value, so I'll put all, for that pixel, all values as a nan value. So this is the line number. This is doing my line 56. So I will run this code now. So select the code and evaluate selection. Okay, this is done. So if I want to see what is the PET for uh, for particular location, so uh, that is lat of, I'll open the variable latitude. It's it's taking a little bit time. We close all this. So lat, my PC is little bit slow. Yeah, it's open now. I'll open log also. So I want to see the for particular location, say uh, 50 50. So 50 row, that is latitude is 25, and longitude is 79.75. So I will run for this pixel. So it will show the PET for the pixel for 365 days. So you can see here it is showing similar pattern to the temperature. In the winter season the PET is low, in the summer season it's high, and again it's decreasing with the rainy season followed by winter season. So the output, if you see the PET, it's saved according to the pixels. So I want to save according to the days, like if I want to plot for particular day for whole India. So the code, the line from 67 to 75 converts to the day. So you can see PET underscore day here. Yeah, it convert this. So basically this line is converted from this PET to this PET. So 365 days. So if you want to see PET for whole India for particular day, you just select a particular matrix and it will plot. For example, I want to plot for 130 day. So what is the 130 day? From date you can see. So 130 is May 10th. So this is the year, this is the month, and this is the day. So May 10th, it will show the PET for whole India. Yeah, so this is the PET for whole India. Okay, I hope you have understood this. How to understood the how to estimate the PET using Argus. So for example, if you don't want to run this loop, if you want to for particular location, in a very simple way, suppose I have one location whose temperature is maximum temperature is 28, minimum temperature is 10 in degree Celsius obviously, and the average temperature obviously it will come as a 19, and the lat of that location is 19 degree. The day for which I need the PET is 50 in a, that is a Julian day, and year is 2021. So what I'm going to do, with this data, with only this data, I want the PET. So I'll call the function argues. I'll give the average value of temperature, that is 19, maximum temperature value 28, minimum temperature value 10, latitude as a 19 degree Julian day, and year. So if I run this line, it will give the PET in mm per day. So you can play accordingly. You just call this function and give the input in in the order it needed, and it will give the PET for that location. Okay, thank you for watching this video.